Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to revise our chapter number 9 agriculture from page 117 to 126. So the very first topic is what is agriculture. We all know that it is a business of growing crops, raising animals for food as well as raw material for other industries. Raw material like farmers grow wheat for food and also sell to the factories to make into flour. Then two kinds of agriculture. Number one, growing of crops, which is known as arable farming, and then pastoral farming refers to the raising of animals. Now we are moving towards the purposes of agriculture. Why there is a need of this agriculture? So number one, subsistence farming, which is used, and the purpose of subsistence farming is to fulfill our own needs, one's needs. Like some farmers grow crops or keep animals mainly for their own use or to feed their own families. And second purpose is commercial purpose. In commercial farming, there are also farmers who raise animals and grow crops for the purpose of selling to earn money, for trade, for export. Then we are moving towards the importance of agriculture. We all know that it provides us with food, then employment of labor. So the source of food supply, people depend on agriculture not just for raw material but also for their food supply. Food is necessary to satisfy hunger and to provide necessary nutrients. And employment of labor, the labor is directly and indirectly linked with agriculture. In Pakistan, for example, the agriculture sector employs half of the country's labor force. It is very important for many developing countries as it was the basic thing which provide us with money as well as with employment. Then importance of agriculture also include the foreign exchange earner. By selling our crops in international market, we can earn euros as well as dollars, and in return we can purchase those things which are not producing in our own country. Then solution for poverty and hunger, as about 75% of the world poor live in the rural areas in developing countries and heavily reliant on agriculture. So there is a need to improve our agriculture sector so that we can grow more and more crops and can fulfill the needs of our growing population. So by this way, by the improvement in the agriculture sector, we can fight with the poverty and hunger. After importance of agriculture, we are moving towards type of agriculture. The types vary from regions to regions depending on climate, technology, availability of technology, type of soil, size of farm, and culture of people. And on this basis, the very first type of agriculture is shifting cultivation. In shifting cultivation, first farmers clear a piece of land in a rainforest by cutting down trees. Then they left it to dry and burn it. When the land becomes cool, they use it to grow crops such as maize and rice. This growing of crop will go for about 3 to 4 years, after which soil will no longer be fertile and farmers will move on to another part of the forest. And the second type which is mentioned in your book is wet rice cultivation. In fact, 90% of the rice is grown in Asia and most of them are wet rice. Wet rice cultivation in Asia is a good example of intensive small-scale cultivation. In intensive small-scale cultivation, the farm is used for continuous cultivation, usually with a brief period of rest in between harvest and next crop. Farms are usually small in intensive small-scale cultivation, but require a large number of people to farm the land because there is no technology available. Then we are moving towards the rice growing in Pakistan. We all know rice is the major export of Pakistan after wheat and cotton. Its export on 13% of the country foreign exchange, and it is on second number to to earn in foreign exchange. Then Pakistan export makes 10% of the world's total rice trade and 25% of the world's. This slide shows the figure 9.7 rice wheat cropping zones in Pakistan. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3 and Zone 4, and their description is given below. So the very first zone, rice in mountain valleys with high rainfall and cold temperature, and so on. The other zones description is given below. Now we are moving towards the process and growing of rice. The number one process is preparation of the main field, in which we prepare the burns so that water cannot go out through the fields. Then plowing of the main field, sowing. Then we move towards the transplanting. When our seedlings grow to some inches, we take out those seedlings and shift them into the main fields. Then we fertilize our fields and weeding, remove unnecessary weeds from the farm, and at the last, when our crop is ripened, we harvest it. Source 9.10 is showing the main processes of rice growing. Then we are moving towards the high technology farming. As we know, the pressure is increasing and the population is increasing day by day, so we have to fulfill the needs. So we need some improved technologies to increase the growth of our food. So by using high technology farming, we can grow our crops without soil, and it is known as hydroponics. Then there is an example of Singapore, which is a land scarce country and is often looking for ways to maximize its land use. It uses high technology agriculture in the areas of orchard farming and the fish rearing. Source 9.11, a high technology agriculture in Singapore is shown. The very first picture shows the orchard farms, second ornamental fish farms, third aquaculture, and fourth the egg production in Singapore is shown. Now we are moving towards the characteristics of high technology farms. These farms are technology intensive, means they used advanced technology and specialized labor to run the equipments, and third, research and development to find out new methods of cheap crops to cut the cost. Then what improvements have done in the field of agriculture? So the very first improvement is that we have grown such seeds which can be survive in harsher climate, in a very cold climate as well as in a hot climate. Many plant species are also more tolerant towards the pests and viruses. With the help of high technology farming, methods like hydroponics and aeroponics do not require soil, and greenhouse, which was first just in use in cold climate, nowadays it is used to grow crops in hot countries as well. Source 9.11b shows the butterhead lettuce grown in the aeroponics farm, and we sprayed the solution at interval in this farming. While the source 9.11a, the butterhead lettuce grown in hydroponics farm is shown, where the roots are immersed in nutrient rich solution. And at the last, as we have done the revision of this chapter, the worksheet is given in which you have to fill in the blanks. You have to do the fill in the blanks. Then you have to mention the zones in the diagram and identify the figure as well, okay, what this figure is showing, and then answer the following question. What do you know about the intensive small scale cultivation? Second question is mention the characteristics of high technology farms, and the third one is what do you know about the rice bowl, and at the last explain shifting cultivation in detail. And if you are having any problem in solving this worksheet, you can ask in comment section.